Hello and welcome to our WIFR FastCast. Our top story this afternoon, a 17-year-old is dead following a crash near Jefferson High School last week. Rockford police say the teen was the driver and was one of four people hurt in the crash. It happened Thursday afternoon in the area of Samuelson Road in Rockford. All four people in the car were taken to an area hospital with serious injuries, and the teen would later die from their injuries. The crash is currently under investigation. The Rockford community mourns the loss of Greater Rockford Arab Chamber of Commerce President Mustafa Abdal, who died at the age of 52. According to Alderman Tamir Bell, Abdal had a smile Rockford will never forget. Abdal was elected as the first Arab American to sit on the Rockford Township Board. He was also a former English teacher at Lincoln Middle School and loved volunteering for the community. He also ran for Rockford Township trustee this year, but lost. A retired Beloit Memorial High School teacher will make his first appearance in front of a judge Wednesday after police say he had sex with a former student. 61-year-old Andre DeCock faces sexual assault of a student by school staff and child enticement charges. Rock County Sheriff's deputies interviewed several people and developed probable cause to arrest the former teacher. DeCock will appear in court at 3 Wednesday afternoon in Rock County, Wisconsin. Harlem School District 122 answers questions from concerned parents about the proposal to close Maple and Olson Park elementary schools. At 10 Tuesday morning, Superintendent Dr. Terrell Yarborough spoke about the plan and the data, which called for the possible closure, as well as what comes next in the decision-making process. WIFR reporter Nathaniel Langley speaks with Yarborough one-on-one, asking what's changed and how the decision will impact families and teachers at the school.
Hey folks, WIFR's Nathaniel Langley here, and Olson Park Elementary is one of two schools that Harlem is potentially going to close. And parents who have their kids attend these schools, well, they're not exactly thrilled about the possible changes. Coming up in today's shows, we're meeting with them as well as Harlem's superintendent on what he has to say about all the concerns. Be sure to tune in later today on WIFR and eventually WIFR.com. Stay tuned.
The House is expected to vote Tuesday on a measure to force the release of the Epstein files. This comes after President Trump changed his course on the matter and publicly urged Republicans to support the effort. The Epstein Files Transparency Act is expected to have the votes it needs to pass. If the measure does pass, it would then go to the Senate, where the majority leader hasn't yet promised to take it up. You're one step closer to leaving your wallet at home before you leave for the day. Digital IDs are coming to Illinois. Secretary of State Alexi Janulius announced the digital IDs are coming to Apple wallets Wednesday. No worries about cyber safety. Janulius says the digital IDs will be protected by the same privacy and encryption technology used for tap-to-pay and digital airline boarding passes. The feature will be accessible in the Wallet app, and all you have to do is tap the plus button in the top right corner and follow the prompt. If you're feeling extra cold in the coming months, Chicago Rockford International Airport announces what could be your next vacation flight. A new route will take passengers from the Forest City to Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Those trips are set to begin February 12th, with one-day ticket prices starting at $69. Handing out groceries with a side of hope to State Line residents, City First Church steps up to provide families with food while SNAP benefits are being restored to the community. Food was passed out for free Tuesday morning from 10 to noon, and around 750 families will receive those groceries, adding to the more than 3.5 million pounds of food the church has given away since 2020. And it seems like those cool temperatures are finally here to stay. Let's see how things are going to look the remainder of our Tuesday with a look at our hour-by-hour timecast. So, one thing that we do have to say so far, it does seem like those rainy conditions are mostly behind us. I know, myself included, stepping outside this morning was a little grossed out by some of that weather that we had here. As you can see, though, currently, right there on our Martin Exteriors, our river cam here, you can see we've got about a 42 degree 40-degree high here, and we do have those rainy conditions just persisting a little bit here throughout the 1 o'clock hour. As you can see, like I was saying just a second ago, it does look like those chances are going to drastically reduce here as we enter into the 2 o'clock hour. It looks like we're going to be sitting here at about 20% chance for some rain here in the coming hours before going back down to a 0% chance and then popping back up to a even briefer chance for some rain here as we enter the 9, 10, and 11 o'clock hours. Taking a look at the temperature department, though, it does look like we're going to be staying pretty steady there at the lower 40s to upper 30s there. You can see we're going to actually break even right at 40 degrees there, right around 9 o'clock. And then that 10 o'clock hour is where we're going to then transition into those cooler temperatures with the upper 30s. One thing with some of this snow, though, it doesn't seem like things are going to be getting too cool where things are going to be freezing. Hopefully, we aren't going to be seeing any sorts of freezing rain or, at the very least, any snow as we continue on throughout the rest of our Tuesday. Now, those stories that I mentioned here just a couple of minutes ago will be coming up in our shows. Those will be at 4, 5, 6, and 10. And, of course, to get the latest news both in the state line and across the country, you're going to want to head to your smartphone's app store. You're going to go to your Google Play Store if you have an Android, or the Apple App Store if you have an iPhone. And what you're going to want to do is type WIFR into the search bar there, download our WIFR News app as well as our WIFR First Alert Weather app, and then make sure that you go to your Settings app, and you're going to want to make sure you allow notifications for both of those. Those are those little alerts that are going to pop up on your phone, so that way we can get any information no matter what it is. If it's urgent, if it's an emergency, we want to make sure that we can get that information out to you no matter where you are right at a moment's notice. Thank you so much again for watching, and again, we'll see you coming up here in a couple hours for WIFR News for First at 4 with Cindy Stoffregan as well. I'll see you coming up here in a little less than that at 3:30 with our WIFR FastCast. Thanks for watching.